I'm inserting this clip into this video because I feel like I just want to address some things for anyone that doesn't actually watch this entire video. So I'm inserting this now, and then you'll go back to like the regular footage I recorded while I was going through COVID. So first, I posted that last video, and I've probably got the most DMs that I've ever got in my life. A lot of people, I guess, who were like opening up, who had it too, people sharing their experiences with me. But a lot of people were so concerned and like so worried about me. I'm so appreciative. I'm okay though. And I guess it never really dawned on me how scary I guess this could be, just because I guess for a lot of people, me being open about it was like stressful a little bit, just because like, oh my God, I know you were actually sick, you know? Whereas a lot of people who were sick, you wouldn't, people didn't, I guess, weren't open about it. So I just want to say, I also had to answer a lot of questions, which I'm completely okay with, because again, I know some people choose not to watch the news. Some people don't want to really read articles and stuff like that. And I choose to do that so I can give you the answers that I've found. I can, again, share my experience with you, answer questions. You can see how you relate to me. If you do get sick, like, I don't mind any of that. However, I just want to say that that footage was about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it started 3 weeks ago. And from the moment that I was exposed to someone, it's already been over a month since I've been exposed. I've already gone through my quarantine. I've had my last follow up, and I'm okay. But honestly, I'm really so appreciative of all the well wishes, all the messages, all the texts, all the check ins. Like, it was so overwhelming, but I love feeling the love. But really, thank you guys so much. And now we can get into the regular video. Hello, everyone. So today's about day 8 or 9. I'm gonna try to do this without coughing and breathing normally. My newest update. My taste buds are slowly coming back. I was able to taste breakfast today, and I was able to taste dinner, so that's a plus. The breathing, it's like on and off. Like, sometimes I feel okay, and sometimes it's like really, I don't really know what the word is. It's like, uncomfortable is the only word I can use. Like, our natural way of breathing, where you kind of don't even think about it, you're forced to think about it because you just don't feel good. Like, it doesn't feel natural. It feels like something's hindering your breathing from being regular. Oh, the coughing, like, oh my gosh, nothing over the counter has been working to suppress the cough. And yeah, that's really been like, yesterday night, I coughed for an hour straight. Like, I would cough, it would stop for a second, the itch would still be there, and boop, cough is back. Like for an hour. Like, I'm getting abs because my stomach would feel so. I'm talking about it. It's making me want to cough. My stomach would feel like it's literally like I'm doing an ab crunch every time I would cough. But it wouldn't calm down. So then I was drinking tea, and then I boiled some water and put Vicks in it. I mean, after all my tries, it helped. I took this over-the-counter Alka-Seltzer cold and flu thing, and there was like a PM or AM, yeah, like daytime or nighttime one. I took that nighttime one and knocked out. Like, it put me to sleep. I mean, I don't know if I was just so exhausted, but it put me to sleep. That was last night. Today, I think the only other thing that happened is I had no energy. Like, after I watched church around like 2 o'clock, I fell asleep, and I was gone for hours and hours. Like, I had no energy. Every time I would try to get up, I'm like, nope, I don't have it. No energy. Almost made it without coughing, but I don't feel like this one's about to be a dramatic long one. Oh, last thing too, mucus is starting to come, finally. When I coughed yesterday, there was some mucus that came up, so I was like, yay, it's loosening up, something's happening in there. So that was good. Other than that though, um, overall I feel okay. Like I had to call my friend and ask her like, what do the people who come to the hospital actually feel? Because I'm like, I wonder like what point they get to that makes them like, okay, I have to go to the emergency room. I know some people go to the emergency room for everything, but like, what is extreme? And I'm like, because I feel like if you, the way the breathing feels, I'm like, if you get to the point where you can't breathe at all, I feel like, oh my God, that's so late. So I'm like, I was wondering, but she told me it's usually when it's really, really bad. So sorry, my arm's already hurting from holding the camera. Whew, look, I'm blocking it. But so far, we're on the up and up, or at least it feels like it. So that is my update. I figured I'd be transparent about it because a lot of people do have it, but nobody's really talking about it. And I realized that when I told certain people that I had it, and they were like, oh my God, I had it too, or I think I had it, or I didn't get tested, but I'm pretty sure I had it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So I feel like one person had actually asked me like, oh my God, is this true? Do you really feel like this? Do you feel like that? So I was like, oh, I guess when I drop the video, people will know what's true. I don't want to say what's not true, but like just what's true and what else other people possibly feel, because everybody's not going to be the same. I never got a fever, you know. I didn't have crazy body aches, so I think everybody's going to be different, but some of the common things are definitely true. Even from talking to people, I realized, oh yeah, I had that. Oh yeah, we both had that, you know. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, and thank you guys for watching over these last few days, and I hope you're enjoying, I guess, watching me talk. I don't know, but see you in my next update. Mwah. Hey everybody, today is day 15. I think this will be my last update. I just want to give the last few things that I wanted to say. I look a little more human today. I put some lip gloss on. I'm still coughing a little bit. It's very minimal. It's not too bad. It's like a regular cough. It doesn't feel super dry. I don't feel like I'm dying. It's not like a dry heave. Like, it's very minimal. So that's amazing. My taste buds, I think they're like 95% back. Like I said before, like things taste a little different, but they're like 95% back. I can smell pretty well again. I actually went for a 2-mile run today, and I'm so excited because I've been like exercising a little bit, jumping rope mostly, but today I was able to do 2 miles. It definitely took me a while, and I had moments where like I thought my heart was gonna stop. And it was a little hard, I'm not gonna lie, but overall, like I was happy. It felt good to get some air in my lungs and just be outside and get fresh air. I ran with my mask on. So overall, it wasn't bad. The dryness is completely gone. This water, at this point, I'm ready to be their ambassador. I'm ready to be their ambassador because this water, when you drink it, you feel quenched. I mean, I think there's another water too that has pretty good pH, but like, honey, get you an essential. It's a little more expensive, but that water really makes you feel quenched, because if there's one thing that was rough through this whole thing, that being thirsty, it was too much. It was too much. Like, it was like you're drinking water and well, not this water. I was drinking other water for that. But you're drinking water, you're drinking tea, and it don't feel like nothing. Like, it feels like you're not drinking anything. You wake up drier than the desert. Like, come on. Come on. I'm trying to make sure I've addressed all my symptoms that I had from the start. So I never had a fever. My taste buds, like I said, they're mostly back. My smell is back. No body aches at all. Tiredness a little bit, but I don't know if it's just from me being tired. My breathing is okay. That's the only thing I think the doctor told me might be a little different. Forever possibly. The breathing is a little, like, my breathing may feel different, but I feel like I'm breathing naturally, except for like when I was running, like I said. Other than that, I'm pretty much good. I'm just so happy to be feeling a little more human. I'm so grateful. As my friend told me, I was like the voice of the sick. I'm very grateful. But the one thing that I really did want to address is A lot of people since the start of like when I got it, a lot of people I know have died. The fact that I know like people are dying because they wanted to get tested and they didn't get tested, or they were denied or anything like that, breaks my heart, simply because I would like everybody to work on building their immune system now. Like while you're healthy, work on start drinking that tea. Just honestly, everybody needs to add tea to their regimen. Drink that tea, keep it nice and warm, keep your body nice and hot. um Drink the tea, boil water with the oranges, build your immunity. Vapor, steams, like all, just do all the remedies, okay, now, whether you have it or not, because to me, getting tested, yes, you'll find out you have it, but it doesn't change anything. I got tested. I wasn't given meds. I didn't even really get much instruction. It was really like, nurse yourself back to health, Ruth. Like, so I just want everybody to move like they have it so that they can be proactive as opposed to reactive. So if that was my one word of advice, I just want everybody to move like they got COVID, okay? To everybody who has to leave their house, who's scared every day or super like germophobic, just make sure you're sanitizing, making sure you're washing your hands. And honestly, that's all you can do. Keep your distance from people. It's really like, this is really a hard thing to swallow, a hard pill to swallow, because of the fact that you just don't know who has it. You don't know. But nonetheless, just be safe. This pandemic, nobody was ready. Our generation definitely has never experienced anything like this. There's no right way to do it, I don't think. Just do what's best for you. Other than that, I'm just so happy to be a human. Like, I can't even explain the feeling. Like, you don't realize the little things for real. Like, I was never somebody who was ungrateful. I'm very grateful for a lot of things all the time, but there's even more to be grateful for when you get to this point. So I wish everyone a happy, healthy, uplifting rest of the year. And thank you for watching my journey, and keep up with me. Mwah. Hello, everyone. Okay. So I said my last clip was my last update, but then I realized I got a lot of questions that I just wanted to address really quick as my final update. So first thing is, people wanted to know, okay, you tested positive, what happens next? So after you go through your quarantine, and I pushed it an extra week, so I did 21 days instead of 14. After you go through your quarantine, you have a follow-up appointment. The doctor pretty much tells you if you're okay or not. And then after that, some people, I guess, go really long time. Some people have gone 30 days with symptoms. So if you're still in a condition where you need to be tested again, they will do it. I know somebody who was actually tested 3 times. So again, our bodies are all different. So it's going to fight it off in different ways, in different time frames. We're just in an unruly time. But so yeah, so after you have your follow-up, everything's good. You get cleared to go back to work, or if just if you have to go back to work. And then also, I also had a phone call from the Department of Health. A little weird, because it's like, whoa, the Department of Health is calling me. But yeah, they ask all these questions. Pretty much if I had followed the rules of the quarantine, if I actually stayed in quarantine, if anybody else was possibly affected during my quarantine, all that, like if I could. However, for me, lucky for me, a lot of people asked if my family was okay. My family is completely fine, like my immediate family who lives in my house, simply because I live in a complete separate part of my house where I do not have to have any contact. I have my own entrance and everything. I don't have to have any contact with them. Thankfully, up until this day, we're a month out and nobody has shown any symptoms or anything like that. Again, but I also did not have contact with them at all. I was pretty much a loner. So yes, my family's fine. So after those 2 things, the Department of Health speaks to you and you have your follow-up appointment, you're pretty much good to go. And so yeah, so at this point today, I am fully recovered. Your girl is back. I feel great. The only problem I guess I had was after all my symptoms went away, my migraines came back. And if you've been following me, or you know me, like I get migraines. I've had them for over 15 years at this point. It's sucky. So I wanted to do an antibodies test, which also has been thrown around a lot. A lot of people have been talking about it. Wanted to do an antibodies test, but the day that I was going to do it, I really did not feel well. So they didn't feel safe, just like even pricking me with a needle to take blood, because I really just wasn't feeling well. They didn't want me to faint or nothing. But the antibodies test is basically, if you don't know what it is, they pretty much take your blood to find out if you've built enough antibodies to fight the virus. So if you've recovered from it, or even people who may not have had it may have antibodies for whatever reason, which would have shown they've probably had it at some point and didn't know, they use it. However, because this is an ongoing developing illness, they're not really sure how this antibodies thing is going to work. So it's still being researched. So a lot of places actually still haven't even started offering antibodies testing. Only some places have. There was one place around me that did, but a lot of places have not. Simply because it's still under research. They're trying to figure out if you did have it and you built immunity. They don't know how long that immunity is going to last. I may have built immunity or partial immunity, or I may not have built immunity at all. They don't know. And I think in my opinion, from what I could imagine, the less severe your symptoms are, the less antibodies you probably build. So imagine somebody being super sick and recovering. Yeah, they probably built some antibodies because they was really fighting. You know what I mean? Whereas like if you weren't that sick, I can't really imagine your body really building antibodies like that. Or maybe you just have a wonderful immune system. We don't know. Again, there's also many strains of this. So this is just a crazy time because we really just don't know. But I feel fine, and I'm very happy to say that. Again, I said I will answer any questions that anybody has. If they have questions, I really truly hope I was able to ease some of your minds, because I'm a regular face who was sick, but I'm okay now, and your girl is back. So I'm just happy to be, again, a human, like I've said numerous times. A normal human again. I do not like being sick, and I don't get sick very often. I've never even had the flu. So this was an experience, but I hope you guys enjoyed the footage and this journey, and thank you for keeping up with me. Mwah!